Hey YouTube, today I'm doing a video on how to use the cheat room mod for Skyrim. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just using the alternate start mod to skip through the beginning, but I just used a completely different, a completely default Nord character. I have other mods installed, none interfering with the cheat mod. So,
approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
Alternate start thing.
The woods can be so peaceful this time of year. Good hunting.
Just get straight into a nice game. Of course, you can do this straight from the vanilla start, but I do not feel like going through the entire vanilla start just to do one video. But when you spawn in, it should be immediately added. And I've had a glitch where it just doesn't give you the spell. So what you do then is you do, if you just want to access the cheat room, help, quotation mark, cheat, teleport, end quote, 4. And, you just have to look around through what shows up for you, because if you have other mods with cheat teleport, or in the, for like a spell or an item or something, that'll pop up too. But for me, it's right here, so all you have to do is type player dot add spell, and then you have to look for the number right here, and you just have to type that in. So for this it would be 480013 F8. Now normally you just press enter and boom, you're done. And for console players, you can't really do this, but if you're on PC and don't know how to use the console thing, you just press the, I don't know what it's called, but on your keyboard it should be to the left of your 1 on the top. I'm not dealing with this today. Is that, oh, I think that's all done, so I don't have to do anything. But, so if that you just type that in, if you don't spawn with it for whatever reason, and in your alteration it should be the first thing that pops up, unless you have some race or custom thing that allows you to spawn with an alteration spell. It'll be on there relatively towards the top because it starts with a C, but you just equip it in whatever hand, and you can just go to whatever thing you like. So you have 3 options. You can save current location, which will just allow you to, if you click it, you can save that location, and say if I walk over here, if I click save locations, location 1, I'm back here. And then original position, if you press cheat room, you'll be teleported to the cheat room. And you can do whatever you need here, but if you want to get back, you need to click original position, and boom, you're exactly where you left. But we're not here to talk about how to get out of the cheat room. We're talking about what you can do in and the other spells. Now if you use cheat room while inside of cheat room, the original position won't work because they'll just teleport you to like back here. And the only way to get out will be to activate these, which will teleport you to whatever major hold you click on. But yeah, if you also just got out of Helgen and don't feel like doing the long walk all the way back to Whiterun, teleport there. Solitude if you want to join a legion, but straight from like down here, but you've not been up here whatsoever. that's what that's useful for. Now let's move on to this, some of the most important things, for me at least, because I really like messing around with like perks and like vampire and werewolf stuff. So basically you have an add and remove all shouts button, so you can add all shouts, even the dragon shouts and the shouts that you can actually get in game. You can add and remove all powers, which I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You can add 1 perk point, 1 dragon soul, 100 coins, and this help, which is basically just telling you if there's any bugs. And then there's add and remove werewolf form, and you can add werewolf. And then powers, beast form, boom, you can transform into a werewolf whenever you like. So you want to be a mod that gets your normal waiting thing. Any day now. Any day now. That's a different mod. Can't finally turn back. And I'm not sure how I just slipped as a werewolf, but I am going to put it off. Alright. So, yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, and you can remove it too. Then you can add and remove all spells, pretty self-explanatory. Add and remove all your lesser powers, which I assume lesser powers are just powers that you can use without having to wait. Yeah, exactly what I thought it was. Yep. If you don't like that, you can, if you like mess something up, you can always just remove it, and then boom, you go back to your default. These are just modded for me, but then we have and basically up until here, for all of these, it'll just be scaling with perk points, dragon souls, and coins. So, yeah. But then after we go through that, you can add and remove sanguine vampirism. But for me, I keep having an issue where after I wait, I just, like it says I'm a vampire, but it doesn't give me half the stuff, like the glowing eyes and like some of the powers. So I don't know if that's with mods or what. So I usually just use console commands to make myself a vampire if sanguine vampirism isn't working, because it's not just a button, it's if I get it in like natural ways too, not cheating. But then you can add and remove vampire lord form. So say I do not want to be a vampire, or I don't want to do the Dawn Guard thing and still be able to become a vampire lord. Now you can. I have no issue with doing this. Becoming an actual vampire. Alright. So then you can remove it. Alright, on to the next thing. You can add and remove all effects, which is self-explanatory, like passive effects. Because I'm a Nord, I have 50% resistant to frost. Since I rested, when I slept, I have faster improving skills. And then any other effects you have, like say you just ate a bunch of like ingredients to do some alchemy, then you can add and remove all those, basically. All voice powers. Yeah, I don't understand how that works, but might as well. I guess we just gotta wait for it to get done adding. Oh, so it gives you like, I guess, some effects from using shouts. Remove all voice powers. Now we just wait. Oh, I guess we might as well move on. Oh, never mind, we can't see the buttons, so. Okay. And then perk points, dragon souls, and coins. And then these are all vampire perk points, so say you're a vampire lord, this will give you all the perk points for your skill tree. I'm not sure if it works if you have a mod skill tree or not, but same thing with werewolf. Yeah, this is, I guess, if you're doing the woodcutting thing, which I'm not even sure where that is. I guess I'll find it. Yep. But this will just add or remove the vampire race, so that instead of adding sanguine vampirism, it'll just make you a vampire, because the way Skyrim works is when you become a vampire, it'll basically change your race, or werewolf, to, like, your race, say, Nord. It'll be, instead of being just Nord, you'll be Nord vampire, or Nord werewolf. If you go to the experience room, you can press start leveling. It'll spawn a XP mud crab, and it'll give you a Daedric dagger, and if you can't use any other weapons, you have to use the dagger, but it'll give you a bunch of XP. And then anything you want, you can stop leveling, and it'll remove the dagger from your inventory, but you can get a lot of levels. Like, I'm gonna be here for a while. Yeah, it gave me 15 levels from one kill, so if you want to level up really quickly, that's where you go. And then add all factions. What? This adds every faction to your character. I won't be adding every factions, only sponge your playground. No. I guess it'll make any faction, like if you're like I guess like a Dawn Guard to the castle, it'll make Castle of Alfahar friendly, and yeah, and then learn all effects from ingredients. From what I know, this will just either learns all the effects from ingredients in your inventory or overall, and then add and remove all poisons, which you can give yourself all diseases. I have achieved a new level of death and pain. Remove. Alright. And then this is also pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, that's it for this button menu. And over here, this will just remove a follower from your service, which is pretty self-explanatory. And I really do not know what this does, but this, the reason I didn't show you how to get the rest of the spells if it didn't add them is because of this button specifically. And then this is remove all items, remove all perks, and every NPC killable, which will basically just remove the important, or what's it called, NPC thing, essential SMP, and not SMP, NPC, to make everybody killable. Over here is just storage, here you can just delete items, and here you can adjust how big you are. And then here you can, well, by doing this, it'll reset your stats. But if you do this, it'll allow you to change stuff. Well, it'll basically just allow you to edit your character. If you do open race menu, it'll reset your stats, but it'll not have any limitations. But if this, it'll remove some of your editing stuff. So you can't do, like, completely edit yourself, like change the race like you could when you're first creating your character, but it will keep your stats. This is the same thing, but in Darkroom. This is the same thing as this one, but in Darkroom, and in a dark room, so that you can see what you're doing better. But here you can spawn a bunch of potions. If you say we're wanting to stock up, I don't know why that's in there, before a fight. Here's all the standing stones. Oh shoot, Alexa, turn on the light. Alright, my light turned off. And here are all the shrines things. So if you just are looking for a very specific build, like if you want like 0 shout cooldown, shrine of towers with a bunch of necklaces and stuff. Over here is a smelter, forge, and cooking spit with a bed, workbench, gaming rack, enchanter, alchemy lab, and an anvil, which is basically just a shrunken down version of the blacksmith forge, and a grindstone. Over here you can add for skills, your stats and your, like, you can remove that stuff too. But you can choose whether to add or remove and by how much you want. So say you want to be the best sneaker ever, you would find sneaking there, and boom, I have OP sneaking past what's even possible, because it caps out at 100. So now I'm pretty much invisible if I just get down on my knees. Over here is all of the items from all DLCs and vanilla. So say I wanted to find, and some custom ones too. Like if you just don't want to worry about carry weight, then you can come over here and find cheat carry weight. Boom. And then if you want to, like, instant shouts, and they don't take up any ring slots, I'm pretty sure. I can just put these on, I can carry infinite stuff, and I can shout instantly. Then there's just custom stuff that's not really actually in the game, that's completely custom. Crafting supplies, because there's some crafting stuff like glass and other items that don't appear in the crafting materials chest. So that's everything you could ever use to craft. But the only problem is it's not stacks of 9999. And cheat spells, just like cheat rings, cheat armor and weapons, which basically just weapons that make you insta-kill enemies, and armor that makes you not take damage. And of course there's cheat potions. And there's basically all clothing and jewelry, keys, potions, miscellaneous items, ingredients, soul gems, all books, and quest items. And then all over here are like arrows and ammo and stuff, and bolts, standard weapons, standard armors, enchanted stuff. And there's, in each of these, there's like, they're like 2 mini chests stacked on top of each other for enchanted stuff, and all staves, and down here all spell tomes, scrolls, and skill books. And then this is all DLC quest items and all Dragonborn books for the Dragonborn DLC. This is basically all this stuff but for Dragonborn. This is Dawnguard and stuff and Hearthfire stuff, but there's also some Dragonborn stuff here. And then in the items from other mods, you can get a currently supported mods, and if you have any supported mods that you can check in that book, you can spawn modded items. And of course if you had, Not sure why that stuff is there. That's not normal. Of course, if you have any supported mods, then the items from that mod would show up there. But I think I may have finally covered everything. Oh, wait, that's not it. I forgot about the other spells. I should probably head back for this one. So if I head back to where I was before, so you can spend as long as you like, because I've been recording for 20 minutes. But the other spells, I don't know why that's still there. You can like, customize your options, like cheat menu 1. Which I don't know what half that stuff does. The cheat spell, I don't even know what it does. Yep, not sure how that works. And this is the, don't know what that does. Okay, then the cheat menu. I said the cheat menu. Okay, is it the next one that I know about? Cheat game options. Alright, yeah. So here is what I actually know anything about. You can change the weather, the time, and how fast time moves. Like, say I want it to be, like, I'm trying to use Ariel's bow, but I don't have clear skies, and I'm a vampire, and I'm literally dying because, I'm getting killed by a bunch of, like, fire, like fire mages. You could just set it to, clear. But then say you're like, you just like how fog looks, boom, set the fog. Then you can also change the time. You say if you're a vampire, you would want to set it to like, I don't know, late time. So set it back to clear. And you can change how fast time moves. Say, you can literally visibly see the moon move now, so. And yeah, that's about it. And I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. That'll probably be in like 80 years, so.